Skeeter James. So I was gonna do this video yesterday or the day before, and I'm glad I didn't because, well, I have more to talk about. A couple of days ago, Skeeter had a couple of his videos taken down because of new policy. So he made a live stream and he was sitting there brainstorming with his fans and stuff, and he started thinking a bunch of different ideas, from pranks to catching cheaters. He was thinking about trying to go around circumvent the whole. Let me turn this down. He was thinking about trying to continue doing prank videos, except for he would change a couple of things. He would censor out more things. He would try to blur their faces. A lot of that stuff got shut down because he realized that, well, at the end of it, it wouldn't really matter because it would come down to defamation of character. Even if one of the rules he was meant to trying to circumvent was revealing that the person was a minor. Basically, Smith is saying we're going to leave it up to interpretation. All of it really didn't matter because at the end of it, the guidelines are specifically, tailored to people that are catchers. So it really just didn't matter. But it was interesting, trying to see what kind of stuff he was going to be able to do, pranks and stuff like that. That seemed like that was more of an option. But when I was sitting there watching the stream, I kept sitting there thinking, he's been on YouTube for a while, okay? The Predator thing, that was new. But he was doing videos before that, and I kept sitting there thinking, well, why don't you just go back to doing that? He was sitting there talking about maybe making a separate website, having people pay $5 to watch his videos. Most of the people in the chat said no. There was a couple people that said yes, but that's something he may do as well. So a couple of days ago, I think it was like yesterday maybe, made a video brainstorming ideas as far as how to go about doing these catches and talking about the fact that he will be getting a possible lawsuit. It's not a joke, and granted, I get that you have to show a certain level of strength, but in the video, he was pretty much kind of breaking down the lawsuit or the possible lawsuit and just kind of citing off different things about how he really didn't violate any sort of laws, which is debatable. But him making that video just worsened the situation. I woke up this morning and I saw a community post on his channel, basically saying that this dude is going to sue him. And it's a long letter or whatever, so you can go on Skeeter Jean's channel and read it. But essentially, it's basically saying that they gave him an option. It was like, listen, if you destroy the video, you take it down off all your sites or whatever, we won't go through with it. But since you want to make a quote-unquote mockery of the situation, we're going to go on and file the lawsuit. The problem with their initial message of if you take it down off all websites and everything like that, then, we'll drop it. Let's just sit there and say, for the sake of argument, he did this, that. He deleted off his channel. He even showed a video of him doing that. What's to stop somebody else from reposting it? Okay? What's to stop somebody else from reposting it? It only takes one person to repost something, and a bunch of people will watch it. And then his team sees that, and it's like, oh, well, you violated so-and-so and so. And then they decide to proceed with the lawsuit. So I think it was going to happen no matter what. But again, him making that video didn't help the situation up. Now, a lot of people, are standing by Skeeter, saying that this is going to set a precedent. If he wins, it's going to set a precedent, and bring more light to the situation. But no one considered, what if he doesn't win? What if he doesn't win? What if he loses? what kind of precedent is it going to set on, for future catchers and things of that nature that's in the business? What is that going to do? Now, because I watch both streams, and people was they're telling him to go on other websites to try to continue the catches, and even though he said it on one stream, he had to sit there and repeat it on another stream. But for the people that didn't catch those streams or don't really understand, or it's just, I don't know, whatever. It doesn't matter if he goes on Twitch. It doesn't matter if he goes on Rumble. It doesn't matter if he goes on Facebook. It doesn't matter if he goes on Instagram. Because the majority of those websites I just listed, they all have the same basic premise rules. They just do. So, either way, his videos are going to be taken down. And one more thing that I will sit there and say is that when he did his first stream, there was a part of me that did feel bad for him. It was a part of me. Knowing that he couldn't do what he genuinely loved doing, what he's doing as far as protecting the community, keeping people safe, keeping minors safe, all that. That stuff that I feel bad for, to an extent. But then I sit there and I look at it, and he's acting like he's surprised. Like, oh, I just don't understand, where this whole new rules came from. Here's the thing, the rules are always in place. The rules were always in place about uploading someone's image without their consent. Okay? That was always the thing. Why do you think that Rami went through so many channels? That Alex went through so many channels? Because it violated TOS. Period. It violated it. So this isn't anything new. And throughout this first stream, he's acting like, well, I didn't do this, I didn't do that, I might have did this, I might have did that, I don't think if I did this. And I'm just like, bro, it doesn't matter if there was 10 things that you didn't do and you violated one of them. Guess what? They're taking your video off. Okay? They're giving you a strike. Whatever that they feel like doing, they're going to give it to you. And that's just the bottom line. I knew I almost forgot something. So in his first stream, and he was practically talking about, catching prize is going to be, a forgetting, not a forgetting thing, but it's going to be the way of the past pretty soon, for the most part. There's a couple of things that Skeeter did that I was just like, that was just questionable. And one of them was practically throwing Dap under the bus. It was questionable because he worked with Dap before. He's done at least like a couple of catches with them. So to sit there and say, well, there's a couple of people that kind of really, help, that really made YouTube kind of like, crack down on this whole thing that was doing it kind of unprofessional, whatever, like Dap. And I'm like, really? Really, bro? Like, you worked with them before. I didn't understand why he felt the need to throw them under the bus. I didn't understand the need. Well, he threw Gideon under the bus because Gideon made a video and he called out Skeeter, which in all reality, it does make sense. It does make sense that Skeeter did kind of throw him under the bus because when Gideon pointed out that my video got a strike because his video got a strike because there was a phone number that was leaked. He put Skeeter. Well, pretty much YouTube wound up taking that video down, and I think it might have given him a strike. I don't remember. So he called him out on that. But the thing about reaction videos is that, well, you're viewing somebody else's content. So whatever that person puts in their content, well, it is what it is. Like that's the risk that you take when you do reaction videos. So I don't know. I kind of looked at it, and it just kind of made them both look a little dirty, to be honest. I feel like that's pretty much about it. But unfortunately, I don't think this is going to be the last time I'm going to be sitting here talking about a YouTuber, a catcher that's probably going to wind up either getting their more the videos deleted or their channel just being taken down. You know, there's Rami has been making talks on Instagram about him coming back to doing catches, and I'm just like, what are you exactly going to come back to? I feel like I could do a separate video on Rami, and maybe one day I will. But I feel like that's about it. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on the comment section below about the whole Skeeter thing and thoughts, stuff like that, and I'll see you in the next video.